everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today's flow is going to be a very fluid, flowy flow. Not a ton of long holds, though there will be some holds just to either catch our breath, take a break. But I want you to be very conscious of your breath, that you're moving with your breath to keep your mind clear and kind of keep your mind and body connected throughout the practice. So, you might want blocks. I don't have any out, but if you want to pause the video and go grab blocks, go for it. If you're ready to get going, let's go ahead and get started in child's pose today. So find your child pose, knees wide, sit back on your heels. Arms are actively stretching forward. Forehead can rest on your mat. And take this moment to kind of do a whole body scan. Notice how you're feeling today. How does your body feel? Are there any areas of physical tension or pain? Maybe inflammation. Maybe you feel just like you're a little restricted in one joint for some reason. Notice where you are in your mind. Are you anxious? Is your mind jumping all over the place? If it's jumping all over the place or you're thinking about lots of different things, try and just use this time to be present on your mat, and those things will still be waiting for you when you're done. You're already here. How do you feel emotionally? Are you having a tough time right now? Or are you happy? Are you both? And then take a moment to notice how you feel just in your five senses. How does the air feel? How does the mat feel under you? What does it smell like? What does your mouth taste like right now? Are you straining your eyes, or does your gaze soft? Even with your eyes closed, you can soften your gaze usually. Are there any noises around you that you can hear? This is just an opportunity to just notice how you're feeling. And then take a moment to set an intention for your practice. How would you like to feel after this? It might take a little bit. Doesn't have to be immediately after this practice, because the practice of yoga continues off of the mat. And once you set your intention, let's start lengthening our inhales and our exhales, filling up your back body with your inhales, feeling your chest go up and wider as you inhale through every lobe of your lungs. And then exhale everything out, lengthening your exhale. Big inhale in. Then open your mouth, sigh it out. Empty everything in your lungs. 2 more times just like that. Inhale. Exhale, sigh it out. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale, sigh it out. This time, inhale, sealing your lips. And on your exhale, keep your lips sealed. Constrict the area behind your throat to make a oceanic ujjayi breath in the back of your throat as you exhale. And your next inhale, arch your back. Feel the breath lift you up off of your heels into almost like a cat pose, arching your back. And then exhale into a neutral spine. Maybe gaze to the front of your mat. Take a big inhale here, cow pose. Drop the belly, lift the tailbone, lift the eyes. And then exhale, big toes come together, sit back on your heels, child pose. Inhale, back up. Breath lifts you up. Exhale, neutral spine. Inhale, cow pose. Drop everything, fill those lungs, collarbones wide. And exhale back towards your heels, child pose. One more time like that. Inhale, breath lifts you up. Exhale, neutral spine. Inhale, cow pose, collarbones are wide. And then go right back and exhale to cat pose, rounding your back, pushing your shoulder blades apart. And go through a few more rounds of cat-cow on your own breath. Come now to a neutral spine. Inhale, send your right foot back, tucking your toes, reach your left arm straight out in front, fingertips or thumb pointing up towards the sky, pull that low belly in and keep it there, and then reach that heel, right heel up towards the sky. Flexing your foot hard, hold here, really warming up that core. Energy shooting from your fingertips all the way through that right heel. One long line of energy. Take an inhale here. Exhale, knee to elbow underneath. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale, knee to elbow. Round your back. One more time, inhale, reach it out. Exhale, set your left palm down, shoot your right foot out to the side off your mat with the inner instep of your foot on the floor. And then come up onto that left knee, hands on your hips. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. And then exhale, grabbing your left wrist with your right hand. Bend over towards that right leg, opening up that that left side body. Leaning to the right. Inhale, come back up to neutral. Exhale, left hand off the mat to a modified side plank, keeping that right foot down. Just gaze up at your right hand for a moment. Couple breaths here. Inhale, back up to center. And then last thing you're gonna do, place your hands down on the mat. Sit back on that left heel like you're doing a child pose, but with that right foot out, getting a good little inner groin stretch. And then come back up to hands and knees. Bring that right leg back underneath your hip. Do one round of cat-cow to kind of clear it out. Inhale. Exhale, round your spine, push the shoulder blades away. And then come to your neutral spine. Send that left foot back, dig those toes into the mat, and reach that right arm forward, bicep right by your ear, thumb pointing towards the sky. No, and your inhale, lift your your left leg up towards the sky. Keep that low belly pulled up and in. One long line of energy from your fingertips to your left heel. Take an inhale here. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Oops, right elbow to left knee. Inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, right elbow, left knee. Inhale one more time, stretch it out. Exhale, right hand down, left foot out to the side, instep of the foot on the ground. Come up to your right knee and a half kneel. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Grab that right wrist with your left fingers and reach over towards the left, opening up the right side body. Then come on up, inhale, reach that right hand off your mat. Modified side plank, just reaching up, looking up at that left hand. Use your inhale to lift back all the way up. Set your palms down on your mat and sit back on that right heel for a modified child's pose. Come on back up to hands and knees. Bring that left foot, knee back under your hip. And one more round of cat-cow. Clear it on out. And then when you're ready, tuck those toes. Send your hips high. Heels to the ground, downward facing dog. Maybe pedaling it out. Maybe you find stillness. Getting whatever movement you need before we really begin flowing through our practice here. Make sure your shoulders are pressing the floor away, but not bringing the shoulders right up by your ears. It's a push-pull kind of deal. Inhale, come up to your tippy toes, look to the front of your mat. And then with straight legs, walk little baby steps all the way up to the front of your mat. Inhale to a flat back, maybe hands on shins, pull your shoulder blades back. And then exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees deeply here. Allow your chest to contact your thighs. Grab opposite elbows and just hang out. Allow your lower back to release. Maybe sway back and forth. Maybe find stillness. Drop your hands down to the earth and then root to rise, roll all the way up to standing. Head comes up last. Roll your shoulder blades back. Tuck your tail just a little bit. Palms face forward, chin is tucked. Mountain pose. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Palms touch, gaze with your thumbs. Exhale through center, fold it over. Forward fold, still allowing a little bend in the knees here. Inhale, flat back up on fingertips. Exhale, plant your palms, walk it back to a plank pose, top of a push-up. Nice strong plank here. And then when you're ready, try it as slow as you can. Lower yourself down all the way to your belly, but don't go quickly. Go all the way down. Untuck your toes. Slide your hands back towards right next to your ribs. Squeeze your elbows together, shoulder blades together. And then inhale, baby cobra. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, baby cobra, squeezing those elbows together. Exhale, down. One more time, baby cobra. Exhale, back on your knees. Walk your hands forward about a hand length and press it back for puppy pose, hips staying high. Walking your hands back that hand length. Come back up on hands and knees. Tuck your toes, send your hips high. Downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, bend your knee, flex your foot, heel to butt. Open the hips. Inhale, square your hips back off, pinky toe to the floor. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, shoot that right leg back up. Exhale, knee to chest. Hold it in tight. One more time, inhale. Right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee into your chest. And then set that foot between your palms. Lower your left knee. Come up. Low lunge. Big breath in here. Exhale your hands down to your mat. Press your hips back, straighten your right leg, half split. Flex your toes. Inhale, rebend that right leg. Tuck your left toes, step your left foot up to meet your right. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, come all the way to standing, palms press overhead. And then hands meet in front of your heart in prayer. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up again. Exhale, swan dive over the legs, forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, plant the palms, step the left foot back. Step the right foot back to plank. Lower down all the way or half to chaturanga. Inhale, baby cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, open your hip, flex your foot. Bring your heel to bum. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to chest, hug it in. Shift forward. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to chest, hug it in. One more time, inhale. Exhale, knee to chest. And then set your left foot between your palms. Lower that right knee, untuck your toes. Come up, low lunge. Exhale, hands down to the mat, frame your foot. Shift your hips back, flex your left foot. Half split. Inhale, walk your hands back forward. Tuck your right toes, step your right foot up to meet your left. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, all the way to stand, palms meet overhead, and pull them down to heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up again. Exhale, swan dive over the legs, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the palms, step the right foot back. Left foot meets in plank. Lower down all the way or halfway. Inhale, baby cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, open the hip, drop the heel. Inhale, square the hips. Exhale, right knee to chest. Set the foot between your palms. Now coming up, warrior one, not warrior one, crescent lunge. Woo. In crescent lunge, make sure you're aligned. You're pulling that right hip back in space, left hip forward. Try and stack that right knee over your right ankle. Cactus your arms or goalpost your arms. Inhale, maybe a little baby back bend, opening your chest, gaze up towards the sky. And then exhale, hands down. Straighten your right leg, send your hips back, flex your foot in kind of a lengthened pyramid pose here. And then rebend that right knee, place your toes down. Plug that right knee into your right hip, into your hip socket. Lift the foot up but keep the knee hugged in. And then send that foot high, three-legged dog. Set your right foot down next to your left. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, open your hip. Inhale, square it off. Exhale, left knee to chest, hug it in for a moment, then set it down between your palms. Inhale up, crescent lunge. Cactus those arms, open your shoulders, open your chest, maybe a baby back bend. Gaze up at the sky. Inhale. And then exhale, hands down to the mat. Straighten that left leg, send your hips back, flex your left toes. Then exhale, rebend the left knee, plant your palms, keeping that left knee squeezed in tight. Just lift your foot up, keep your knee squeezed in, and then send it up. Three-legged dog. Set your right foot down to meet your left. Inhale, look at your inhale, come up on your tippy toes, look ahead of your palms. Exhale, float or step to the front of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, come all the way up. Hands meet in front of the heart in prayer. Inhale, sweep the arms back up. Exhale, swan dive over the legs, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the palms, float or step it back and move through your preferred vinyasa. Inhale, look up at your palms, come up on your toes. Exhale, float or step to the front of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands in front of your heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, swan dive over the legs, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the palms, float or step it back, and move through your vinyasa. One more time. Inhale, up on your toes, look between your palms. Exhale, float or step to the front of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands meet in front of your heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, swan dive over the legs, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant your palms, float or step back and move through a vinyasa. We'll meet in down dog for a few breaths. Inhale, come up on your tippy toes, look between your palms. Exhale, step or float it up to the front of your mat. Big toes come to touch, heels a little bit apart. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, drop your hips. Arms come up, chair pose. Bring your hands through heart center, fold it over. Exhale. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant your palms, float or step it back to chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, pull that knee through into your chest, step the foot down. Spin your back heel down, open up, warrior one. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Step your right foot back. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, knee comes straight through, step it between. Spin your right heel down. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands down. Step your left foot back. Lower down, chaturanga. Exhale. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look between your palms, come up on your toes. Exhale, floater step to the front of your mat. Inhale, flat back, big toes touch, heels a little bit apart. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, drop your hips. Inhale, chair pose. Hold it here. Bring your hands through prayer. Come folding it forward. Straighten your legs, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant your palms. Float it back and move through your Vinyasa. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, pull that knee through, step the foot between. Spin the right heel, left heel down. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands down. Step your right foot back. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left knee to chest. Step it through. Spin right heel down. Sweep the arms up. Warrior one. Exhale, hands frame the foot. Step that left foot back. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come up on your toes, look between your palms. Exhale, float or step to the front of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold, lift your toes up. One by one, set your left palm underneath your left toes, and your right hand underneath your right toes. Toes to the crease of your wrist. Maybe using your toes to kind of massage that meaty part of your hand. Inhale, it's coming to a flattest back as you can. And then exhale, down, pulling your elbows apart. Stretching our wrists the other way, giving them a little bit of a break. Go ahead and release the hands. Roll up, one vertebrae at a time, coming into mountain pose again. Getting ready for our flow here. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. First, in your mountain pose, gazing at your thumbs. Bring your big toes to touch, and then keeping your gaze where it is, sit back in chair, trying to keep that gaze as high as you can without crunching in your back or your shoulders. With intention, shift your weight into your right foot, coming up onto your left toes. Bend your left heel into your hip, staying here. Slowly but surely, kick that left foot straight back. Land on your toes, and now you're in Crescent Lunge on the right. Breathe in your Crescent Lunge. Pulling that right hip back in space, left hip forward. Pull your hands down in front of your heart in prayer. Bow forward just a little bit, like a 45-degree angle. And then you're gonna launch forward. Coming up, warrior three. Rolling that left pinky toe down towards the floor. Shoulder blades in, lower ribs pulling in. Whoop. If you wobble, that's okay. Then coming up to stand, do not touch that left foot down if you can. Bring that knee into your chest. Hold it here. Hold it and balance. Arms are going to raise up. Left foot is going to extend. All at once, bow forward, tip forward, like one straight line, arms to foot. Whoop. Warrior three, then rebend your right knee. Set the left foot down, but now with your toes pointing to the left side of your mat when you're in warrior one. Open up immediately, warrior two. Flip your palm, reach it forward, reverse your warrior. Exhale, right forearm to right thigh, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse your warrior again. Straighten your right leg. Reach it forward for triangle pose. Fingertips can be on the floor, in front or behind your right foot. They can be on a block. Gaze is up at your left hand. Right sitting bone is pulling back towards the arch of your left foot. Look down at your right foot. Frame your right foot with both hands. Rebend that right knee. Plant that left toe. Shoot your right foot up and back, three-legged dog. Shift forward to plank. Leave that right leg lifted. Lower down, chaturanga. Both feet down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look up between your palms. Exhale, float or step to the front of your mat. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Come all the way to mountain. Arms overhead, gaze at your arms. Bring your big toes to touch. Little space between your heels. And then keeping your gaze here, sit back, chair pose. Shift your gaze as you need. Shifting your weight into your left foot, right, come up onto your right toes. Once you find your balance there, squeeze that right heel in towards your hip. And then with intention, shoot that right leg straight back, gently set the toes down. And now you're in Crescent Lunge. Square off your hips, hold your Crescent Lunge. Hands in front of the heart, bow your chest forward, and then launch forward. Warrior three, hands at your heart. As you're ready, come on up to standing. Do not touch that right foot down. Bring your knee into your chest. Hold here, find your balance. Extend your arms up overhead. Extend your right foot out, toes up. And then all at once, tipping forward through warrior three. Rebend that left knee, set the right foot down to warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. Flip your palm over, reach it forward, reverse. Inhale, exhale, left arm to left thigh, extended side angle. Inhale, reach it back again, reverse warrior. Straighten that left leg, and then come back out of it. Triangle pose. Try not to lock that front knee. What are you doing?
Can I have a snack?
Where's Daddy?
Outside.
Go ask Daddy. But probably out. Keeping your gaze on that right thumb. Then switch your gaze to that left foot. Bend your left knee. Plant your palms on either side. Plant those right toes in. Pull that left knee in. Shoot it up, three-legged dog. Exhale, forward to plank. Keeping that left foot lifted. Inhale, forward to plank, sorry. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Both feet down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come up on your tippy toes, look between your palms. Exhale, float or step to the front of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Root to rise. Inhale, come all the way to stand. Arms reach up overhead. Big toes come to touch. And then exhale, down chair pose. Bringing hands through heart center. Come up onto your right toes, weight into your left. Squeeze that right heel into your bum. Send that right foot straight back. Crescent lunge, hands are in prayer. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, open your chest, baby back bend. Bring it back forward, drop that right hand inside your left. Did that wrong, but that's okay. Gaze up at your right hand. Baby twist. Drop that left hand down. Spin your right heel down. Come up straight into warrior two. Flip your left palm, reach it forward, and then arch it back, reverse your warrior. Exhale, left thigh, left forearm to left thigh. Extended side angle. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Straighten that right leg. Reach it out and forward like you're trying to reach for your big toe with that left hand. Triangle pose. Look down at your left foot. Bend your knee just a hair. Come up onto your toe. And then launch it forward for half moon. Right fingertip, left fingertips can be on the floor.
I got a frozen cheesecake.
Great. A frozen? Okay, Haley, I'm filming, bud. Sorry, everybody. Okay, seriously. No, listen. You're in half moon. You guys are all doing awesome. If you'd like to take a little further, bend your right knee and grab your foot for sugarcane pose. And then if you have that bind, go ahead and straighten it back out, half moon. Rebend your left knee, send your right foot back, warrior two. Cartwheel the hands down to the floor. Set your right knee down, left hips back, left leg straight, half split. Rebend that left knee, set the toes down. Tuck your toes on the right side, and then you're going to launch it forward. Right leg rises standing split. Bring your Right foot down to meet your left. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Roll it up all the way, coming to a stand. Palms meet in front of your heart. Exhale. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Gaze at your palms, set your scapula, and then exhale, sit back in your chair. We're going to do the opposite side here. When you're ready, come up onto your left toes. Get your balance on that right foot. Then hug that left heel in towards your bum. And then ever so slightly and intentionally, shoot that left leg back. Slam softly on your toes, and you're in Crescent Lunge. Inhale, open your back, baby back bend, chest towards the sky, pull those wrists back, and then exhale, left palm to the inside of your right foot, open it up for a twist. Bring that right hand down. Come on, open it back up, cartwheel the arms up, warrior two. I think I forgot something, but can't be sure. Flip your palm up to the sky, reach your right hand forward, reverse, inhale. Exhale, right hand, right thigh, right forearm to right thigh, extended side angle. Inhale, sweep it back up, reverse warrior, straighten that right leg, and then cartwheel it down, triangle pose, gazing up at that left fingers. Gaze down at your left big toe, bend your right knee, your right big toe, bend your right knee, shoot it forward, half moon. You can be up on your fingertips, you can be up on a block, you can take the bind, bending your left leg and grabbing your foot, sugar cane. And if you're in the bind, release, reaching that foot back, arm up towards the sky, or rebend that right knee. Set your left foot down, warrior two. Cartwheel your hands down towards the floor. Drop that left knee. Shift your hips back, half split. And then rebend that right knee. Tuck your toes, shoot it up for standing split on the right leg. Left leg rises. Set your left foot down to meet your right. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Root to rise, come all the way up to standing. Hard, hands come to prayer in front of your heart. Exhale. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, swan dive over the legs, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the palms, step or float, and move through a vinyasa. Get ourselves back on the floor. I have one more little block for you guys, and then we're gonna take it down to the floor for good. Inhale, right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, open the hip, drop the heel. Drop your left elbow down, but keep your right out. Maybe coming up onto your right fingertips. And then plant both palms, push it back up, square your hips off, inhale. Exhale, bring your foot through, set it between your palms. Spin the left heel down, open it up, warrior two. Flip your palm, inhale, Reverse your warrior. Exhale. Try now, we're pretty warm, bringing that right arm down to the inside of your right foot for the full expression of extended side angle. Reaching the left arm up over your ear. So you have a long energy from your left fingertips to the outer edge of your left foot. Spinning your chest towards the sky, maybe using the right elbow to kind of press your chest open against your right thigh, right inner knee. Maybe just sweep that left arm behind you for a half bind, keeping your chest open, spinning that shoulder blade back, chest open towards the sky. Little long hold here. And then look down as your mat, come out of the bind, frame your foot with your hands, come up onto your left toes. Inhale, sweep that right foot back up, three-legged dog. And right from here, if you can, drop down to your forearms, Dolphin Pose. Pressing your chest towards your floor, towards your thigh. And then keeping your forearms down, lower down to your right toes. Step your left foot back to meet it. Maybe walk your elbows forward just a little bit for forearm plank. Little core activity. And then set your hips down, keep your chest up, untuck your toes. Sphinx Pose, opening that chest. Come all the way down to your chest. Slide your hands back and then push up over your knees. Tuck your toes, hips high, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, drop your foot, open your hip. If you are up to it, come down on the right forearm. Maybe stretch out that left fingertips, opening your hip. It's a fun little variation here. And then plant both your palms. Inhale, straighten your left leg, square your hips. Exhale, left knee to chest. Set your foot between your palms and come on up, warrior two. Flip your palm, inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, if you can, coming all the way down to the floor inside your left instep. Right arm up overhead, bicep by your ear. Long line of energy from your fingertips, rooting through the outer edge of your right foot. Pushing your chest open. Maybe going into a fuller half bind with your upper arm first. Full bind if you have it in your practice. Keeping that chest open. And then coming out of your bind, frame that left foot with your hands. Plant your right toes, plug that left hip in, shoot it back, three-legged dog, keeping that left leg lifted, dropping down to your forearms for dolphin. Bending your right knee just a little bit. Come down onto your left toes, right foot steps back to meet it. Maybe walk your elbows forward a hair for forearm plank. And then drop down those hips, keep your shoulders lifted. Sphinx Pose, pull your chest, almost like you're trying to pull your elbows back towards your hips. Opening that chest. And then lower all the way down to your belly. Maybe scoot yourself forward, center yourself on your mat again. And when you're ready, push back up, downward facing dog. Now, if Pincha Mayurasana is in your practice, I invite you to play a little bit here. Drop down to your forearms, find your strongest side. Maybe you're just working on rocking forward. So you're dropping down to that dolphin pose, one leg up. The foot that's on the ground, maybe you just start rocking, pressing yourself over those forearms, warming up those shoulders. Maybe you jump and get a little hang time. Maybe you just get a little jump. I wouldn't recommend really jumping too much into Pincha because the balance is hard to find. And once you jump and you find balance, sometimes you're gonna find yourself in a bit of an arched position. A little bit of a push-up is okay, but ideally, we're almost just lifting off. So I'm going to take some time, do whatever, maybe do a little bit of practice on one side and then do the other. If you'd like to practice one side, and maybe you're just already up there and you're like, okay, whatever, this is easy. That's awesome for you. I like to kind of push off and hold my heel in towards my bum and try and pull my knee into my chest because that kind of helps me keep that core engaged and that away from that banana back. But honestly, this is not a posture I've been practicing a lot lately. So I think for me, that's enough. That's enough just to be able to kind of get that foot off and try and find that space where I can maybe get a little hang time there. When you're done playing, come on down and we'll all meet in child's pose from whence we started. Come back into your breath. And let's go ahead and come back up. Downward facing dog. Walk your hands back, maybe a little less than halfway into your mat. Come up on your tippy toes, look between your palms. Actually look all the way to the front of your mat. Use your core. Think about holding your hips up as long as you can. And when you're ready, launch off, crisscross those feet, send them out in front of you. Inhale, feet are flexed, staff pose, arms up overhead. Exhale, reach out and over as far forward as you can before you grab onto your heels, your shins, your toes, whatever it is that you can reach. Once you get there, pull your chest forward, lengthening your spine, and then exhale it out, fold it forward. Come on up to a flat back, or actually to a seated position. If you have the flexibility to reach your big toes with your peace fingers, go ahead and reach forward with a flat back, grab onto your peace fingers. If you do not have this, we will meet you in boat pose. Slowly kind of bend your knees, maybe get your heels up off the floor, and then rock yourself back to find that balancing point on your sacrum, and then keeping those peace fingers, slowly Straighten and extend the legs. Extend your spine. Gaze past your toes. Can you, if you're in a full extended position here, can you let go of one foot, keeping it where it's at, and then the other, keeping that where it's at? And then go ahead and bend your legs so that your calves are parallel to the floor, arms reaching forward towards your feet. Take a moment here, take a breath in, and then exhale, lower down. Whatever this is called, half boat, I'm not sure. Reach your arms overhead. Exhale, come back up. Regular boat. Grab your toes. Extend your knees. Extend your spine. Gaze past your toes. Let go of one foot. Let go of the other. Then bend back into your boat. Lower down. Full boat. Arms overhead. And then come up. Boat pose. One more time, grab those big toes. Extend your knees. Pull your chest forward. Release one foot, arm overhead. Release the other. And then bring it into a regular boat. Lower down. Full boat, arms overhead. And then last time, bringing it up into, I don't know what this is called, regular boat is what I'm calling it. One more time, down to full boat pose, arms overhead. And then drop it down. Stretch it out. Reach overhead, stretch your shoulders. Stretch those abs out. And then when you're ready, bend your knees so your feet are flat on the earth. Be able to touch your heels with your fingertips. We're going to do one bridge and one full wheel today. If you'd like more than that, feel free to pause. When you're ready, go ahead and inhale. Press your hips up off the floor. Clasp your hands underneath you, roll your shoulder blades, and then pressing into your forearms on the floor beneath you. Keep those knees squeezing in together, lower ribs squeezing down, big toes pressing into the mat. And then release your grip, slowly roll your knees down. Bring your feet as wide as your mat, and then windshield wiper your legs, opening up that SI. Heel toe your feet back in towards the center. Feet can be a little closer to you if you're going into full wheel. If you'd like to take another bridge pose or set a block under your sacrum for a restorative bridge, I invite you to do that as well. And when you're ready, press up into whatever variation you would like today. I'm going into full wheel. I will cue that now. Pressing up, inhale, hips up towards the sky. Arms reach overhead. Place your hands right by your shoulders next to your ears. Another inhale to the top of your head. And then lastly, stretch those arms straight. And then when you're ready, come down first to the tops of your shoulders. Roll it on down. Bring your feet wide to either side of your mat. And windshield wiper your legs side to side. Pull your knees into your chest. Give yourself a bit of a hug. Maybe even bringing your forehead up towards your knees. And then come out of it. Stretch your left leg out long, keeping your right knee pulled into your chest. Keep a hold of your right knee with your left hand. Stretch your right arm out like a wing. And then twist your right knee over towards the left, gazing towards the right for a twist. Bring your head back to center, but keep your knee twisted over. Grab onto the outer edge of your right thigh with your left leg, and then try to straighten that right leg out with your foot flexed for a bit of an IT band stretch. Keep your shoulder grounded down on that right side. And then just a brief stretch, come back over. Give your right knee a hug. Left knee is gonna come up and meet it. Stretch that right leg out long. Stretch that left arm out to the side, right arm gently pressing the left knee over towards the right. Bring your head into center, keep your left leg over. Your right hand switch to above your knee, stretch that left foot out, flex your foot, knee straight, a little IT band stretch here. And then re-bend that left knee. Come to your back, left knee into your chest, right knee, come to meet it for one last hug. Maybe doing some rolls, massaging that low back. One last big stretch up, arms overhead, feet out long. Make yourself as long as you possibly can. And then find your Shavasana. Your last final resting pose before it's back to the grind. Take this moment to do that full body scan similarly to when we started. Notice how you physically feel. Is it different? Is it the same than when you started? Did anything improve? Did anything get worse? Notice where your mind is going at this point. Is it immediately rushing back to all the things you need to get done? Or are you feeling more calm and cool and collected and able to kind of focusing in on yourself right now, but knowing that those things are still there for you? Are you emotionally different or the same? Is there a change to how your body feels the air, the mat underneath you, the taste in your mouth, the smell of the air around you? Knowing that none of this stuff has to change, and release judgment of yourself if nothing has changed, but have some gratitude for making it to your mat today and spending time on yourself. When you're ready, start bringing movement back to your fingers and toes. Maybe rolling your ankles and wrists. Bring your knees into your chest for one. I said one last hug, but this is the last hug. And then Roll onto your right side. Cradling your head with your bicep. And then keeping eyes closed, press yourself up into a seated position. Feel your crown of your head growing tall. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Hands come in front of your heart for prayer. May you take all the blessings and benefits of your practice today into the hustle and bustle of the season, and keep in mind that this space is always here for you on and off the mat, whether you do a physical practice or not. The space to focus on you is always there, even when it feels like it's not. Namaste.